I'm Peter.
Allison. Corbin is
9.
Mara is 7. Haddon is 6. Lydia is 3. And
Eve is
2 months.
2 months.
Our weekday routine starts with getting up, getting breakfast. I do a morning Bible time with the kids, and then Haddon and his older brother and older sister walk to school on their own. Then he's at kindergarten all day and comes home 2 days a week. We head over to Easterseals right away for OT and PT. Other days he just comes home and plays outside, plays inside. He loves to play. Haddon has cerebral palsy. So Haddon's cerebral palsy affects his left leg pretty much exclusively, and it makes him weaker and his muscles are tight, and so it makes it harder for him to get his toe down, or his heel down rather, when he's walking. About 1.5 years ago, he had a major surgery that was going to require 5 days a week of physical therapy for a number of months afterwards, and just a lot of PT over the course of the following year. So that was more than what he was getting at preschool. He would get physical therapy there, but we found Easterseals because we were looking for a new physical therapist and a place that had a lot of experience with CP, and somewhere that could get him in that much, just because scheduling that much PT is difficult at some places.
I'd say 3 good ways of describing Haddon are curiosity, energetic, he's got a lot of energy, and then also tender. He can be very sensitive and very affectionate. He's learning, taking everything in, so it's
He's super friendly and outgoing, and honest. He's open and talks about whatever's on his mind. He's fun. He just turns everything into a game. In therapy, he's always making up games and
pretty much unpredictable, and so you just got to be ready for anything if you're around him. One of the big challenges he's working on is emotional regulation, controlling the highs sometimes too, getting overexcited, but particularly getting overly sad or overly angry, kind of beyond what the situation calls for.
Yeah, he tends to go to extremes, and that might partially be due to his cerebral palsy. He was adopted from China when he was 2.5, so it could be just his beginnings, and
it could be brain differences, or it could be being in an institutional setting and just
from that.
Trauma and kind of attention seeking sometimes to be heard. He sometimes feels like he's got to be very loud and very demonstrative, just to make sure he's seen and heard.
As he gets older, he's realizing things aren't as easy for him as they are for other kids, so that is starting to be a challenge at times when he wants to climb something or keep up with his friends or his siblings running around, and he realizes that it's a little bit harder for him. After his surgery that he had, we've seen just huge gains from all the therapy and the results of the surgery, where we look back on videos of him before that where he was walking up on his toes on his left foot, and now his walking is so much better. A year ago, he really wanted to ride a bike, so we started working on it in PT with his physical therapist, and after a couple months it clicked, and he was 5 years old and riding a 2-wheeler bike all around the neighborhood, so that was a huge accomplishment.
And he's had other smaller victories, just improvements in gait, improvements in heel strike and walking and playing, and just balance and strength and endurance and things like that. So kind of the small things that you don't necessarily see immediately, but over time accumulate. Well, I think we both really just hope that he's able to live a full life where he's able to pursue his own passions and not be held back by any kind of diagnosis or any kind of adversity, and that he's only limited by his interest and his own desires and what he pursues. At the end of it all, we pull for each other, and we try to help each other and support each other, and no matter what each of us is going through, try to work as a team.
Yeah, and I think learning together and exploring together are a big part of our family.